We're back.
We are so back.
And we don't know what we're calling this segment yet, Lucy, but we're doing yet another little college football review/preview for this week.
Should we have people submit name options? Because all of ours are terrible.
Yeah, well, they're
I
not.
don't trust theirs.
They're not ours or Mike Ryan's.
Yeah, they're real bad.
They're really bad. I'm not even going to repeat them.
No, we're not saying it.
Most of them involved like wordplay of the word feet.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Taylor is joining us as always.
Woo.
I do have to correct the record. Last week I said that Taylor went to North Carolina. He wants it to be known he did not just go to North Carolina. He played football at North Carolina. We're very proud of you, Taylor.
Look at me,
So the record has been corrected. And Lucy, we're going to do like a little top 5 list this week like we did last week. Funniest things from week 0. We're going to talk about what we learned from week 0. And then we're going to preview the upcoming week, which you have already told me about 15 times that you are very excited for.
Week 1 is always the best. Week 1 and then week 12, 13, whatever we want to call it, where there's no NFL. So we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday night. All college football.
All college football. And
all college football.
We're looking forward to that. I liked your setup that I saw. I saw you had the quad box going on YouTube TV.
I brought out the second TV, so I have 5 screens. I didn't even bring out the iPad. But we're going to get that started this week. iPad's back this week.
So I was only able to watch the Notre Dame Navy game, and not even really, because it was impossible to see what was going on, because I was standing between, like, the field was between me and, like, 99 6'4" men. So I couldn't really tell what the hell was happening, other than, like, there were a lot of touchdowns, and I was very excited about that. So what did you learn from the other non-Notre Dame games that happened in this past weekend?
USC... They haven't fixed it. They have not fixed it. Tackling's still optional there. They could not stop San Jose State. I mean, their offense is so amazing. Caleb Williams had one of the craziest, like, drop snap to 76-yard touchdown I've ever seen, which, like, he's going to win you so many games. But that defense is still really bad, which obviously, like, no shit, Alex Grinch is still your defensive coordinator. Like, duh.
So USC still has a bad defense, but still has a good offense.
Yeah.
Any other takeaways? I mean, I know you have been defending the slate of games, but
it was good.
Okay.
UMass is back.
I heard Hawaii and Vanderbilt was
awesome.
a good time.
Hawaii really turned things around. They lost to Vanderbilt by 53 last year.
Oof.
They were in this one. They still lost, but Vanderbilt is also back. Vanderbilt beat Florida last year. Really not that hard to do, but Vanderbilt's winning games.
They did beat Florida last year.
It's
People
like,
forget that.
It's a real, like, it was nice to see some of, like, the little guys get better. Like, to see UMass score points, that was a beautiful experience. Something I never thought I'd see.
I never thought I'd hear someone say it either. And I didn't get to watch many games last week, Lucy, but I do know that Notre Dame, they have a quarterback.
They do.
And if you hate Notre Dame fans now, wait until you see a few more games with Sam Hartman playing at this level. The vibes are insane right now for some Notre Dame fans. Some of us are very like, well, they should beat Navy by 39 points.
You?
So, no, actually, that's not me. I'm kind of like I'm the kind of fan that's like, you know what? You can only win the games you play, and right now they've only played one, and they did a really good job, so I'm happy. And if they lose to another crappy team this year, I'll be sad after that happens. But I'm not going to get pre-sad about it. And I think when fans do that, like, what are you watching the games for, guys? Like, we won. We went to Ireland. We won. Let's all have fun. Let's enjoy it. Let's bask in the afterglow of beating Navy in Ireland, as we should.
One quarter into watching that game, I just had to sit and really think to myself, shit, they're going to put Notre Dame in the playoff. They're going to put Notre Dame in the playoff.
Let's
One
not get
quarter
ahead of
in,
ourselves.
I know they're going to do it.
They've got a very difficult schedule.
We have to stop it.
No, we don't. We can all jump on the hype train. Everyone's welcome to join the hype train. You, me.
My God.
Chris Rousseau, daughter went to Notre Dame. Should we get into funniest things from week 0, Lucy?
Heck yeah.
We've got hella OLI, so why don't you start with an OLI for us?
All right, our first OLI of the funniest thing from week 0. Vanderbilt students tried to spell Vanderbilt, which, great school, by the way, and then said spelled, is this right as I'm reading it? The V, I want to make sure it's right because it's so ridiculous.
It looks like someone sat on a keyboard.
It's like an Elon Musk child name. VXYOERBIT.
It looks like a CAPTCHA. It's like putting these letters, they're all wavy to prove you're not a robot. So was this like, how are they trying to spell these? With like a sign?
Yeah, I'm confused as to where did X come from? where is it? Whoa.
I like when supposedly smart people do very stupid things, and I'm putting smart in air quotes because when I was at Notre Dame, we did something very stupid like this. They tried to give us like these big colored panel flag things to make the Irish flag in the stands, like in the student section one year, and it did not work. And I think if you're watching this on YouTube, we'll put a picture in. But like one of the rectangles was right, and then the other ones were like sideways and folded up, and it was terrible. It was supposed to be like this cool thing where it's like, oh look, the Irish flag in the stands, and instead it was like, look at these dumb, drunk, idiot students who do not know how to follow basic instructions. So shout out to Vanderbilt, been there. I was under the white one though, so my section did its job.
I've never understood like the painting like the letters on your body for fans, because somebody's gonna have to go to the bathroom at one point, and that's when the camera's gonna get you.
Oh, and you're gonna spell something like
And
totally
you're gonna
inappropriate.
and you're gonna there's gonna be an X in there.
VXY0ERBI. That looks like a European license plate, actually, is what that looks like. All right, Lucy, what's our next OLI?
Our OLI is Sam Hartman had a necklace made from his own rib. Nasty.
How is that only an OLI? That is the craziest. Like, how do you ask the doctor for your rib after it gets removed? I would be too scared to ask for that.
I think his mom did it. His mom,
Hey, can I have the rib?
Was like, I need that rib. It's arts and crafts time. I'm gonna make something for Sam. Which I don't know if it makes it better or worse.
I don't know either. It's very strange, but I kind of like it. Maybe it's my bias showing. Maybe if he was still on Wake Forest, I'd be like, that's weird. But he plays for Notre Dame now, so he can do no wrong.
I respect it, honestly.
Next OLI.
My computer keeps locking. Ohio has a lineman, Parker Titsworth, number 69.
Wow, nice.
That is what college football is about. People say this sport isn't going to succeed. Look at that.
We still make 69 jokes about a guy named Titsworth.
Baby.
He had any other number.
Yeah. He's probably doing a thing there.
It's perfect.
And it's working. We're talking about Ohio.
That was kind of a gross game, but like a good gross game. Ohio, San Diego State. Ooh, nasty.
That sounds disgusting.
It was real gross.
Was it as gross as the Hawaii game in which, number 5, there was a 0-yard punt?
It didn't get blocked. Like, I don't think it got blocked.
So he just punted it and went straight.
It just didn't go where he wanted it to go. It ended up going out of bounds and hit right like at the line of scrimmage, and it was 0 yards.
I love that.
Kirk Ferentz saw that and threw up everywhere.
I love bad special teams. It's one of the things that makes college football so unique. There are some I saw 2 missed field goals in Dublin this past weekend, and there are so many more to come. What's number 4, Lucy?
Number 4, San Diego State avoided an intentional grounding by throwing the ball directly into the ref's face. Right there.
I saw this one. This one was solid. It looked like it was intentional. It probably was not, question mark. But there were a couple times I was watching this Women's World Cup this past summer, and I saw a ref just be so in the way that they had to like blow the whistle so they could restart because they were just so completely in the way. And this guy is just so in the way. Like, he could not be more in the way of where this play is going. And it is remarkable. I hope he didn't break his nose. It looked painful.
I've seen a lot of Iowa quarterbacks look just like that. Just like that.
Number 3.
Number 3, Vanderbilt had their scoreboard held up by cranes. Their stadium is not done, and they had a week 0 game, and they straight up were like, we're going to kill somebody with this. They just brought out cranes and like a legit scoreboard, just held it up. Also, it was like terrible weather.
Yeah, and the scoreboard says inclement weather, which is what you want to see from a giant, heavy scoreboard dangling in midair by cranes. I guess the season snuck up on them there in Vanderbilt. They don't know how to spell their own team name. The stadium's not ready yet. I truly would not want to be anywhere near that. It seems like one of those like Final Destination type ways to die, where it's like so many things go wrong, but we all kind of saw it coming at the same time. Yeah, that's a pass for me.
That's an SEC school. Holding up their video board with cranes.
Sure is.
All right, number 2. FIU's quarterback had 4 passing yards on 14 attempts.
Ooh.
5 completions, 4 passing yards, and they almost won.
You know what? I don't think this is funny. I think this is where we need to stake our preference for our favorite Florida football team, for me, that's FIU. It's the Panthers.
Yeah.
They're the ones that play in Miami. They're the ones that are they have the Miami Vice uniforms this year. I am excited to watch FIU, more so than all the other Florida teams. Jeremy, wherever you are, shut up. Mike Ryan, you know how I feel about your team already. Florida, like, that's not even, I don't even know. That's so far away from here, it could be in another state. Doesn't count.
They also beat Miami, so that's FIU.
Yeah.
And Billy Gill on the call.
Love it.
Wild.
What's number one?
And number one, the funniest moment from week 0, and this was tough. Obviously, great list. New Mexico State's quarterback threw a pass with his helmet completely backwards. This wild, like, face mask moment where it just got... It was on the complete other side of his head. I don't know, what's that, a 90-degree angle? Still
It was a 180.
180.
It was a full 180. It looked like he was, like, wearing a like, Cousin It kind of Halloween costume because it was just hair in his face mask. But shout out to him. Really taking the Patrick Mahomes no-look pass to heart on that play. It was pretty funny. It was a good list, Lucy.
They lost to our darling UMass.
Oh, tragic. Well, I appreciate the update from last weekend's games from you. But looking ahead, what are we the most excited for now?
Oh my God, there's so much to be excited for. Thursday night, you're headlined with Florida, Utah. You got Nebraska, Minnesota as well, which I'm very, very excited for. You even got like a good Friday night slate, like a little Big Ten action in there. Saturday is we're so back.
It's jam-packed.
UNC,
It's
South
jam-packed.
Carolina.
Yes.
You have LSU, Florida State on Sunday. There's literally so much. It's an amazing week 1.
And you and I we have our eyes on something that you haven't mentioned yet, Clemson and Duke. Keep an eye on Duke. Keep an eye on Duke, folks. We mentioned it last week. Duke, sneaky good last year. Got a good head coach. They're playing Clemson. Clemson coming off a bummer of a season in which they still made a New Year's Six bowl game, but that doesn't matter. Keep an eye on Clemson Duke, everyone.
Dabo's already complaining.